This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, and it would be fabulous if you subscribed. It's easy. Click the subscribe button, and at the same time, click the like button too. The Move Forward Party has told the press that the minimum wage increase, planned to be 450 baht a day, is still expected to go into place within the first 3 months of Parliament, and that workers will see tax relief, a better social security system, and an amendment to the Labour Protection Act that might see an automatic annual increase. This despite warnings that major manufacturers may look to moving to other neighbouring countries. A Chinese journalist who'd managed to wheedle her way into the favours of some ties in authority has been arrested after allegedly demanding a multi-million baht fix to wash charges pending against a suspected Chinese gangster. 33 million baht was the demand, 14 was allegedly paid, and then, with no honour amongst thieves, the gangster reported it to the authorities. The Deputy National Police Chief has nixed her request to travel home and ordered that she remain here to be formally charged. The 44-year-old has lived here for decades, working as a freelance reporter and a Chinese translator, which brought her into contact with police when questioning fellow countrymen and women. A Swedish man, 57-year-old Roger Bullman, wanted for the strangling of a British tourist back in September 2019, has been spotted arriving in his home country at the weekend, predicted to have used a fake passport to evade authorities. He'd been playing music loudly back then when the family in the next rented rooms complained to him. A struggle between two men saw the bodybuilder Swede overpower the other man before leaving him for his wife to find. Bullman fled after being granted bail on Phuket and is believed to have been hiding out in Vietnam. The former security guard told reporters he was only interested in seeing his family again and wouldn't comment on how he'd managed to fly when an Interpol red notice warrant was out for his arrest. For sure, he'd engaged the nefarious services of a fixer to get him home. In the capital, a Taiwanese man now sits in jail after a request from Taiwanese authorities for his arrest to face charges there regarding a share swindle. Travelling here on a privilege card which allowed an extended stay, that's now been revoked as he will be deported this week. 1 million baht in cash and fake ID papers were found in his rented luxury home. Somehow, having set up a company selling fake COVID prevention medicine, he managed to list it on a stock exchange and manipulated prices. Warrants for 29 other cohorts remain open. And a 64-year-old local man's demise is being investigated by the Thai Dental Council, after family claim a Singbury hospital removed all of his teeth, which in turn led to his passing. It seems that he had blood poisoning, possibly caused by a long-term illness, but the condition of his gnashes was so bad that doctors considered them as a possible cause of his illness. His daughter's filing a complaint. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, officials are following the Bangkok example of advising schools to allow those less well-off students to attend on scouting days without expensive uniforms, but instead just the hat, scarf and badge. Much has been made of the once-a-week routine for all children in state schools to wear uniform on scouting days, a long-time tradition here. Despite trains on the Pattaya rail route travelling slowly, a local national, unidentified, laid on the rails ahead of an approaching train at the weekend. The driver was left in shock as medics arrived to remove the man. Local drug mules, a 20-something-year-old couple in a relationship, were nabbed over the weekend, caught dealing drugs in the region. 2 pounds of ice and over 2 pounds of ketamine were found, along with hundreds of ecstasy pills. Both now face life terms in jail. And as the region woke to rain this morning, drivers are warned that the roads are exceptionally slippery and in some areas the remnants of high water see deep puddles. And the Met Office predicts highs today of 32 degrees, dropping down to 28, but an extremely humid day, and with the promise of continued storms at any time throughout the day and night. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.